And now there.
On the side.
And over to the side. Hi everybody, today we're going to make shepherd's pie. Mama Rizzi's version of shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is like meat in a dish with vegetables, a little bit of vegetables, and then on top it's usually mashed potatoes and cheese. So instead of mashed potatoes, we're doing mashed cauliflower with maybe a little bit of potato. First of all, I hope everybody's doing okay, and don't forget to take zinc. Zinc is supposed to be really good for you, for your immune system. Take the zinc, and yeah, don't forget to do that. We have to do that later. So first thing we do is put a little bit of water in a pan, because you're basically going to steam the hell out of the cauliflower. Cauliflower, because it's going to be steamed, I just sliced in half. I take a little bit out of that middle bit. And then I just cut it in like slices, like bread. Like that, really thin. So it cooks fast. So I'm going to put that on the stove and steam it for until it's soft, until it's mushy. I'm also going to put in one potato. So I'm putting one potato in with the cauliflower, but you really don't have to. A lot of people are eating mashed cauliflower instead of potato because they're trying to cut down on the carbohydrates. And it tastes really good. I was in New York performing. Last time I was there doing the 24-hour show that I'm in with Jan Faber. Where I play Maria Callas, one of my roles, and I went to a deli to get some food, nice deli, and they had this thing called cauliflower rice, and I thought it was cauliflower with rice. I was like, okay, something simple. I wasn't feeling so good, and I ate it, and I was like, well, where's the cauliflower? This is just rice. It was actually rice, but made from cauliflower. Anyway, so I chopped. So cauliflower is a great alternative to starches instead of potato. Today we're doing that, and I just decided, because turmeric is also really good for your immune system. Just put it in everything. Well, okay, I'm exaggerating. Don't put it in everything, but this is something that you can put it in. I like to put it in. I even put it in a glass of milk, a spoonful, stir it and swig it back. It tastes like a lacy. Anyways, we'll put in a little bit of the turmeric. And that's it. So let that cook. While that's cooking, because what's also going to go into the puree is roasted garlic. Now, if you've never had roasted garlic before, it's so delicious. You just take the cloves and rub some olive oil on them and stick them into the oven, medium heat oven, until they're soft and swishy inside. Like maybe 10 minutes. What do you think? 10 minutes? Like maybe 10 minutes? I just rubbed olive oil around them. And then you just pop them out. We'll see. Ooh. And while that's cooking, I chop the other vegetables that I'm going to mix in with the hamburger. Because the base and the bottom is basically a loose meatloaf. I take a pack of, what I use is organic beef, happy cow until they die. And I'm throwing in a bunch of mushrooms, because I like the mushrooms. And a little bit of zucchini, a little bit of carrot, and of course onion and garlic. Sometimes I also put in smoked tofu, or instead of the beef, you could use smoked tofu with mushrooms and But today, like I said, we're having beef with the mushrooms, zucchini, carrot, and a little bit of onion and garlic. A lot of garlic. Also, good for your immune system. The carrot and you can either grate the carrot, you know, like grate it, or just make it super small as possible. It's nice if it's really small. I'll make it strips like that. I know chopping vegetables is the most boring part. That's what you have a boyfriend for. And small. Okay. check on the garlic. No, they're still hard. Nope. They should be super smushy. Just check that the cauliflower hasn't gotten not enough water. So, she's okay, she's still cooking. So first I threw in some olive oil in here. Heat up the pan a little bit. First put in the first set of vegetables. I just put them right in. And I chop up some mushrooms. They've already been washed, lightly dusted with water. Okay. Got a package of meat, you just open and drain it. So the spices that I'm going to use for this is a little oregano, whoops, a little bit of basil, and a little bit of cumin. That's it. Oh, and a little chili pepper. You can always add more later. So first you let that cook for like a minute. And then I throw in the mushrooms. Cook these a little bit. And you put in the meat last. But it's also going to cook in the oven later. Now I'm putting the beef in, breaking it up a little bit in my hands. Oh, in the 24-hour show, we did, we had to hold big pieces of raw meat. Like a giant liver. I had to walk around as a ghost with a real liver in my hands. That was a challenge. I was fine once I got on stage, but just before I stepped on, I was like, gross! But it was very effective and necessary, I think, for the performance, actually. Once I heard people talking about it, they were like, yeah, it had to be real meat. I was in another show from the Ontop, and there was at one point in a rehearsal period we had little baby pigs. We had little baby pigs in rehearsal, and they were so cute, and they were so... Salt, too. So we've decided, because you can see there's a lot of juice, and I don't want the juice really in the pan. So I'm blasting it really hot, hot, hot to see if some of the juice will go away and turn into a sauce kind of thing. So now I have to take these off. There's a little garlic cloves. This one just popped right off. This one also popped. And it opens up. Pop it. Ooh, hot. Pop it. It's just gonna be mush anyways. But I mean, it tasted so good. The cauliflower is ready. It should be ready by now. So I'm gonna drain off the liquid. Back on the stove, back on the heat. You can throw whatever you want in it. Butter, that's what we're doing. We're stealing butter from the roommate and putting in a big chunk of butter because I want to taste the butter because I like it. And then the 4 garlic cloves, you can put 5, you can put 6. And you stick those in. And with the masher, you mash it. So I usually mash it and then let it sit there in the water for a while and cook a little bit more. And then mash it again. number one. While that's happening, I'm gonna try to put this into the pan. You don't have to grease the pan because there's so much grease from the meat. Try not to get too much of the juice, not so easy. Scoop it from the top. That's that. One more smell. It smells very flavorful to me. You can add milk in there if you feel like you want it more creamy. I like it a little bit more crunchy, like the cauliflower rice I had. Okay, so that's done. And then you put some cheddar cheese in between. Usually they put it on top, but I guess if you have regular cheese, it's good on top, but we're using vegan cheese, and somehow it seems to melt better if you first put the cheese on. It's a cheddar flavored cheese. And then the mash is gonna go on top of that. I remember his name. Peter Hugot. So amazing photographer. Saw an exhibit in Paris. And now we're gonna put the mash on top of this. And spread it around so that it covers up the cheese. Or you can put the cheese on top of this, or both. Do whatever you want, be creative. Last crack of pepper. Thing of salt. And I'm gonna put, because Alessandro has gotten me into using fresh parsley, so I'm gonna sprinkle fresh parsley on top. I love making a mess because then you get to clean. I like the both. I'm chaos and order. Bouncing between the two constantly. Look at that. What a nice idea. Thank you, Alessandro, for not only bringing yourself into my life, but also fresh parsley. And we have made this for you. Linda Carter. Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman! Kiki will kill me. She loves Wonder Woman. She is Wonder Woman. She lives upstairs. I can't steal her gig. So I didn't tell the story about the when we worked with the little baby pigs with Jan Faber. So we were in this rehearsal period where they brought, each actor was going to have...
Sorry, can you say again?
Yeah. The reason that I eat only organic beef, you know, I trust my butcher, and I know they have their real farm and they're good to the animals, so I only do that, was because, almost became vegetarian, but I need the meat sometimes, and I'm so thankful that they let me eat them. And so the reason that I started doing only organic was because we had a rehearsal period for a week in a performance from Jan Faber called The Orgy of Tolerance. And an idea was that each actor would have an animal, a little baby pig, a little small baby pig. And so the trainer brought the animals to the stage for the first time, and he said, everyone just get very quiet and just stand there. Let the animals get to know you for the first hour. Just stand there. So it was like almost an hour, and I started to get bored, and so I was like, well, you know, it's been an hour. Let me see if I can make some kind of movement. So I go slowly down onto my all fours, and I looked over to them, and I went, and they all went, and I went, and then they went, and then I moved to them, and I went, and then they moved to me and went, and we slowly came together. And oh my gosh, in the week rehearsal period, I mean, they're like dogs. And I was like, there's no way that I can be eating pork anymore, or any animal, you know. It really sort of made me wake up to the whole meat industry and how gross it is. Every morning they lived in a pen in the studio space, big pen with grass, or not grass, but hay. And so I'd come in early in the morning, they'd all be asleep, and I would walk in and I would literally just go, and my pig would always pop her head out and come over to me. It was so cute. But then in the rehearsal, when we tried to pick them up, they would like shit all over us or start screaming really loud so you couldn't hear our text. And we tried to do this scene. I wish someone had filmed it with 10 actors trying to do this choreography with text, with baby pigs, but they're shitting all over the place, so we have to clean up. It was the most, as Jan Faber said, it was a beautiful chaos. And then he said, this is never gonna work, maybe for a solo show someday.
Someone's got to do it. So as you can see, we've served already. You can see here the cheese melted a little bit. We put some sour cream on top because everything tastes good with sour cream. And we're having kimchi and sauerkraut and a Chianti. So, bon appetit! That's good. Now let me try this. It's good. Yeah, the spices are great. Yeah. I tasted it once while I was cooking it, but the rest of the time I just smelled, and it just smelled right. Anyways, enjoy it.